Hello, everybody, and welcome back to TechZulu live from South by Southwest. I'm your host, Amanda Coulong, and I am sitting here. I really want to say Cartman. I really want to say Cartman, but I'm not, but I am. This is Harry Kargman with Kargo. How are you?
Doing well. Thanks for having me on the show.
You're welcome. That's Kargo with a K, folks. K-A-R-G-O. So we're not talking cargo pants, I'm assuming. So what is Kargo?
Kargo is the largest mobile publisher network. We've been around since 2003. Since we're B2B, we haven't really focused on getting our name out there. Now's the time for us to start to do that. We work with 50 of the largest media brands. We build out their mobile websites, their iPhone and Android apps. We're specifically focused and exclusively focused on mobile. We then take that to the advertising market. We work with folks like Procter & Gamble and Coca-Cola. We package up all that inventory and we sell that to advertisers in a really big way as they're starting to shift dollars into mobile.
You know, this is such a timely conversation. I was actually talking with Chris Hughes, a guy out of Los Angeles that some of you may know, about mobile on my way in here today, and a few different things as it relates to mobile advertising. And I'm surprised by how much ad inventory goes unsold on mobile. Can you address that?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, most of the agencies, they understand how to buy TV. They understand how to buy radio, print, even digital itself has started to mature. And they look at mobile and they say, how do we measure this? Is this good? Is this not good? And then when they look at where they're going to cut budget, they always take the thing that's unknown and they cut that. And so there's a ton of inventory on the market, but that's changing. And the reason that that's changing is their clients are now saying, not why are we going into mobile, but how can we not be there? I mean, one of the fun stats that we have.
There are a lot of fun stats. Go, throw them at me,
Americans spend 2.7 hours per day on their mobile device.
2.7? Okay, that's the average American. What about every geek at South by Southwest?
I think that 25 hours if they can find it.
I also read an interesting stat recently that there are more mobile phones on the planet now than people.
Yeah, because if you don't have two or three, I mean, you're just behind the times. Yeah. I carry my BlackBerry. I know, I'm still a BlackBerry whore.
Wait. Mobile advertising, and you have a BlackBerry? What are you, BBMing people?
I do. No, it's actually, I'm writing treatises with the keys, and when I try to type on iPhone and Android devices, I'm just a catastrophe.
You know, you're preaching to the choir. You're preaching to the choir because Efren, our CEO, yelled at me for the longest time because I still carried around a BlackBerry forever because I liked the way I could type with the keys.
That's right. Now, you still also have to have your iPhone 4S. And, you know, I love the new Motorola Max with the 14 hours of standby time and the 4 hours of talk time.
Isn't that phenomenal?
It's great.
No more Mophie packs or anything like that. You don't need that.
No way.
Wow.
So I carry all three around with me. I type on my BlackBerry. And I use the other devices, obviously, so I don't look like a total tool.
Tool phone, I don't know. But another statistic that I wanted to throw out there that is useful with you, I think, is there are more smartphones now than the dumb phones. So do you think that's going to be an enabling technology?
Yeah, I mean, I think one of the things that we're extremely excited about working with the brands that we do, like Billboard and Spin and Rolling Stone and Entertainment Tonight, is the ability to create fantastic experiences using HTML5. Right. Everybody's talking about HTML5, but nobody's really done anything. And we're about to roll out in the next month or two incredible HTML5 experiences in the browser. And I think that changes everything, right? You're no longer trapped in an app store, whether it's Google's App Store or Apple's App Store. You can create great content, you can change it, you can update it, and you're in the open marketplace. And so that's really exciting to have that flexibility. You still want to be in the App Store, obviously, and Apple has a fantastic platform, but to not be beholden to a 2 to 3 month review cycle and putting it in the store, to be able to actually make updates and change it dynamically, that's exciting. And so that's one of the things that we think is going to create an entirely new experience in the mobile environment.
Sure. What are your thoughts on mobile landing pages?
For advertisers? You know, it's a workaround. I think the question is, how do you create truly immersive experiences into content?
When you say landing pages do that, at least online on the browser, regular browsers, they convert much higher than a regular landing page on your or your regular homepage.
Well, so let me give you a better idea or a different idea. So we built out the Star Magazine iPhone app. And Unilever was interested in advertising with their Suave brand. They wanted to have a blissful body wash around Suave. Ooh. And the problem there is that if you had an article about, I don't know, Paris Hilton driving her car into a crowd in the Hilton, in the Hamptons, or you had an article about somebody checking themselves into rehab.
Are you making fun of LA right now?
Yeah, I know. It's like, actually it's New York too. Sort of problematic if you're trying to do blissful body wash. So what we did is we created an experience where every article, every photo had a button at the bottom of the page that said blissful or not. And then the audience could crowdsource, hey, that's a blissful article. Yeah. 50 people vote, we get 60% of the vote say it's blissful, and then we could wrap the branding and experience around that. Much more effective than potentially a landing page.
Okay. So there are places for landing pages, but for what you're talking about with major brands, it is that more immersive, complete experience that is individual, that maybe incorporates sentiment analysis, that sort of thing.
Exactly. I mean, I think that where the world's changing is brands used to do their thing over here, meaning brand advertisers, and publishers used to do their thing over here. In this new world, potentially they come a little bit closer together and they create these alliances and this immersive experience around content and advertising, so it's not so differentiated, so that there's actually brand value and you're like, oh, that's a great message. And so we're really trying to pioneer that in the mobile space, and we think that that's a differentiator for us.
Would you say that this year will be an uptick perhaps with mobile budgets in terms of that? Oh, I just lost your card on them.
Well, that's okay. It's happened before.
I threw you away.
You threw me down the gutter. This year, I think, and I'll say it right here on camera, 2012 is the year of mobile. We've already seen it. February was by far the best month for the company. And in the history of the company, we've been around since 2003. We tripled our revenues since November. And we're probably, we've been sort of bumping along. We're now in this explosive growth. The company has grown probably 35% in the last 4 months in terms of personnel. And the company is basically just, we'll probably double in size by June, July of this year.
Yeah, everyone I've been talking to is saying mobile, 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 mobile everywhere. So you're in a hot space.
Yeah, but I've been trying to make it a hot space now for 7 years, 8 years.
That's the last point I wanted to make, is a lot of times you see something and it's still early on and it's just a matter of sticking with it and not letting go and slowly growing the business until you're finally at that point where it just explodes. So congratulations.
Thanks. It's been a long road, but we're glad to sort of see light at the end of the tunnel.
So if people want to get in touch, should they just go to kargo.com with a K?
With a K. Yeah, people can go there or send me an email. Look, I'm out there.
What's your email?
It's Harry, Harry, at Kargo, Kargo.com. Shoot me an email. Looking for developers and great people to join it's really a family, and we have a great time. Yeah. We're in New York. Tech New York, it's where to be.
New York City!
Thanks so much for this opportunity.
And thank you, Harry. Harry with Kargo, everybody. Make sure you check them out.